My name is John Njoroge. I was born and raised here in Kenya, but I've been in the US for over 24 years with my wife, Leah, who's here with me, Leah Njoroge. But we just moved back to Kenya from the US. And the reason we moved back, well, we had several things that we are doing. We do have an orphanage and do a lot of speaking as well. But what we really want to do in the next couple of years or so is to help equip the pastors in the rural areas of Kenya, very close to where our orphanage is. When I came back to visit Kenya about 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, I found out that there were many pastors in this area who are not trained at all to teach the Word of God. Actually, I know of a couple who are using Jehovah's Witnesses materials to prepare their sermons. And so we started a training sessions for them. We've been doing this for the last, I think it's about 13 years now, every August. And one of the biggest problems we had is finding a place that can be able to hold the group, where we can be able to have conferences. Of course, if you're in Nairobi, you can be able to do that. There are many options out there. But when you're in a rural area like we are, that becomes very difficult. So one of the things we want to do is to build a multi-purpose building that can house the conference. We have been using schools, but we have to wait until schools close, and then the facilities are not always up to par. They don't always serve the purpose. So we do want to have a hall that we can use on a continuous basis, because the pastors are not in school, obviously, it's their children, so they can come any month if we had a place to house them. And so we want to have this project underway. That's our prayer and our goal for the next couple of years. We do want to see this happening even on a weekly basis, where the pastors can come and we can go through the Word of God, teach them basic doctrine and basic Christian theology, and go through the Bible, how to study the Bible and how to preach and all that, because they are in charge of thousands of people with no training of any kind. We have been able to do this, like I said, for quite a while, but now that we are back, we do want to do it even in a more focused way, because we are on the ground, and a building like that would help in a great way. And that would not be the only use that we would have for the building. We also do have an idea to begin a school for our orphanage, for the kids at our orphanage. We care a great deal about education for them. That's the best that we can leave for them. Of course, with a proper foundation in their knowledge of who God is, we do want that's assumed. But we do also want to have a school for them, and maybe Leah, who has a PhD in education, can talk about the school better than I can. And it's a big vision for her. For me, I long to train and equip pastors, but I do want to see the children educated, and it's a great thing that I'm able to share that part of the vision with my wife.